Otis culture, fashion and craft.
Hello everyone, you're welcome to Otis Culture. In today's tutorial, I will be showing us on how to make a V-shaped turban cap with ruffles. Before we continue, I want to say a very big thank you to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you all. And if you are yet to join the family, all you need to do is to click on the red button down below to subscribe to my channel, and also click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. So without further ado, let's move right to the tutorial. I'll be using scuba fabric for today's tutorial, and for the V-shaped 3-step band, the measurements that I have are 22 inches by 4.5 inches, 22 inches by 4.5 inches. Then I have this in 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then for the body of the turban, my head circumference is 23 inches, but I have 24 inches here. I'm going to trim out the 1 inch excess later by 14 inches, 24 inches by 14 inches. Please note, this 14 inches, it depends on your choice. You can make yours to be 12 inches, you can make yours to be 16 inches, you can make yours to be 15 inches, or any inches of your choice. The next step is to form the V-shaped band. All you need to do is to fold your fabric into 2. This is the negative side of the fabric. This is the negative side of the fabric. So you are going to fold it into 2. From this edge, you will measure 2 inches downward. You will cut it slant. From this edge, you measure 2 inches. In a slanted form. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the remaining pieces. You fold it into 2 and pin it down. I'm going to repeat the same thing on this piece as well. Fold it into 2. Pin it down. This is where our 2 inches stops. This is where the 2 inches stops as well. The idea is that you will make sure that this edge kiss the other edge, just like this. It is as simple as this. That is how to form your V shape. Can you see it? It is very simple. Just make sure that this edge, where we measure down 2 inches, you can see the mark, the chalk mark where I measure down 2 inches. This is the mark as well, where I measure down 2 inches. Just make sure that this edge kiss this other edge, just like this. As you can see, by so doing, the V shape has formed. Can you see it? Then the next thing to do is to pin it down. So when I'm sewing, I'll take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew straight like this and continue sewing till I get to the edge. I've sewn it. As you can see, this is how it looks like. This is the back. See how it looks like. I sew straight stitch like a V. I just followed the way the shape is. What we did on this first step is what we are going to repeat on the second step and the third step as well. This is how to cross for your V shape. It is very easy. Just take this edge and this edge, place it on each other like this. Then you will place it on top of it. The idea is that the next band, let it cover this seam. It has to cover. You will just place it on top of it, just like this. The difference between the first and the second should be half an inch. To take to my sewing machine, I'm going to repeat the same thing. I'm going to sew a straight stitch like this. I'm just going to follow the V shape. Then I'm going to repeat the same thing on the third band as well. Because of the thickness of the scuba, I decided to stop at only 2 steps. Just like I said before, the steps depend on your preference. So the next thing to do, I'm going to take the body of the turban. I'm going to fold it into 2 and notch the midpoint. I'll fold the band into 2 as well. Then I'll notch the midpoint. This is the body of the turban, and this is the positive side. This is the notch part. So I'm going to take the band, the notch part, and place it on each other. Then I'm going to take to my sewing machine. I'm going to sew the band. I'm going to take to my sewing machine. I'm going to attach the band to the body. I'm going to sew it down with a straight stitch. After sewing, it's going to look like this. You see, I've attached the band to the body of the turban, as you can see. The next thing to do is to cut this excess. Thing is to fold it into 2 and give it our normal turban shape. Then I will take to my sewing machine I'm going to sew a straight stitch round. Next thing is to gather it. You try and backstitch it to secure the gather tightly. What I'm simply doing, I'm sewing it backward again just to secure the gathers to be very tight. At this stage, it is very thick. You have to take your time with it. Because it is a scuba material, you might find it difficult a little, but just keep putting pressure on it. This is the last step. Then you secure the last stitch. Our turban cap is ready. This is how our turban cap looks like. Let me show us the back view of it. This is how it looks like at the back. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add ruffles to the front just to beautify the cap. I'm going to add ruffles to this side just to beautify it. You can skip it, it is optional. If you want yours to be like this, you can still wear your turban cap like this. For the ruffles, I have these pieces for the ruffles I want to attach to the turban cap. In making ruffles, there's no particular measurement that is required for it. You can use any measurement, any length of your choice. But for the sake of those that still want me to tell them the measurement that I used for the ruffles, let me measure it. This is 14 inches by almost 5 inches. I have them in different sizes. This is 14 inches by 5 inches. Then this is 6.5 inches by 4 inches. This is 6.5 inches by 4 inches as well. The next thing to do, I'm going to pick one piece, then I'm going to gather it. I'm gathering at the middle of the fabric. Just gather it like this. As you can see, it has formed ruffles. So I'm going to lock the stitch. To secure it. At this stage, you can just play around with it. You can decide to place the ruffles any place that you want. You can decide to make it come forward like this. You can decide to make it go a little bit above the band. You can just play with it anyhow you want it. So I think I'm going to place mine like this. The next thing to do is to tack it down. You would, with your needle and thread, you will tack the ruffles to the cap. You will tack it in about 2 places just to secure it very well. This is the first one. Place on your dummy head and attach the second ruffles. While you are doing it, you will check it if you like the position. I think I like it like this. I think I will attach it like this. Then the third one will be like this. The fourth one will come on top like this, and the fifth one this is how I'm going to attach it. Then we've come to an end of today's tutorial. This is the final outcome of the turban cap. If you find my tutorial helpful, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you've not done so. And also remember to click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, you will be notified. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and remain blessed. Let me show us the side view, back view, back to the front view. Until I come your way next, please stay safe and remain blessed. Bye.